Yes, LeBron sleeps 8 to 9 hours a night, and he sleeps more if you count naps. So let's talk about sleep today. If we're being honest, yes, we always look for ways to change our lives for the better. Now, we might not act on these things, but we sure look for them. Anyway, the point's another. We often get caught up on a healthy diet and exercise, and hey, look, that's all good. It's just that we often forget a positive change that's within reach. And what is that thing within reach? Well, it's sleep. And look, sleep is one of those things that not only feels good, but it's actually really good for you. So whenever you get a few days off, one of the best things that you can do for yourself is work on getting back on your sleep. You see, almost 40% of the US population does not get the recommended 7 to 9 hours of sleep, which I would argue that it's because of these. But on a serious note, sleep deprivation can be a risk to our health and our safety. That is why it's so important for us to prioritize our sleep like it's a government secret. And did you know that according to the CDC, if that means anything, it's also referring to sleep deprivation as public health epidemic. In this video, I want to remind you that getting the good amount of sleep is actually one of the easiest ways to start to make a positive change in your life. You see, sleep has a significant impact in our brain function, according to what I read. And according to what I read, sleep deprivation has a negative impact on our MCPP, and that stands for mental awareness, concentration, productivity, and performance. So let's take a look at a study in 2013 where they took a look at the impact of night shifts on the human body. The main focus of this study was to see if there was a relationship between sleep and mood and concentration. What the study used was 15 healthy police officers to research all of this. Now they put some of the officers into a night shifts, and those officers reported that their mood significantly dropped. Yes, I know that's very shocking that sleep deprivation can make you moody and cranky, but this video is also not against night owls. And that's because once the cops that were in these night shifts, once they got back to their good sleeping schedule in the day, their mood, alertness, and performance increased. So yeah, it's not that you have to be part of the 5 a.m. club. You just have to have a routine. The point is that if you tamper with your sleep, you are going to pay the consequences. Basically, those that get enough sleep are happy and alert, while those that don't tend to be grumpy cats and snap a lot. But the question is, how many hours of sleep do we actually need to boost our productivity? Fortunately, there's no specific answer, and that's because people have different needs. However, experts suggest that 7 to 8 hours a night is pretty good for sleep. And I just noticed that light is probably not the most aesthetic, so give me a moment. Okay, that's much better, huh? Okay, but let's go back to the topic. You see, if you're in some kind of sports, getting sufficient amount of sleep can significantly impact your performance. Yes, I know that sounds kind of crazy, but studies have revealed that good sleep has increased our FME, and that is going to stand for reaction time, fine motor skills, muscular power, and endurance. And on the contrary, a lack of sleep is going to increase your chance of injury, and it's going to destroy your motivation to work out. And we can go back to LeBron. It is stated that he tries to get 8 to 10 hours of sleep a night. And it's the same thing for Stephen Curry, who tries to get 8 hours of sleep a night. But they're not the only professional athletes to do this. All I'm saying is that they're doing this for a reason. Now let's shift a little bit. You've heard of a cute little hormone called testosterone, right? Well, it is your body's natural charm. This hormone is essential for good health, Chad-like muscles, and baldness. But did you know that sleep directly affects your T levels? The University of Chicago studied the relationship between men's sleep and their T levels. I'll save you the details, but basically the men who slept for 4 hours had significantly lower testosterone levels than those who slept for 8. Have you bought the idea of good sleep? Well, if you haven't, either way, you should definitely smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. So what if I tell you that you're not awkward? You're just sleepy. You see, sleep routines directly affect our emotions and social interactions. Don't believe me? I dare you to try one sleepless night. I guarantee that the next day you are going to stumble because you cannot regulate your emotions and your social interactions will be awkward. So maybe you are just sleepy. You're not socially awkward. Or not, but maybe. And exhaustion also has shown that it affects our ability to respond to humor and show our empathy. So if you want to increase your social skills, all you have to do is take a nap. Yeah, but can't we just take caffeine and it's all good? Unfortunately, no. Although caffeine has shown to reduce your level of feeling tired, it's still not going to get you to that peak performance. Well, I don't like your answer. Well, oof. For this reason, I believe that the CEO of Apple, Amazon, and Shopify all agree that getting 8 hours of sleep is essential for a productive workday. And it stays true even if we don't want to go through with it, or we do. Like a good salesman, I still have one more thing to tell you. A study found that the participants who slept less than 5 hours a night were 4.5 times more likely to catch a cold compared to those participants who slept more than 7 hours. I would consider this given these conditions. Make sure you hit the like button, and if you want to watch more awesome content, hit the video right there. Stay sharp, ImprovementGang. I'll see you on the next one.